Imagine a city with an economy larger than most countries, a place where a small startup can compete with global titans. Welcome to New York City, where a $1.9 trillion powerhouse meets the dreams of entrepreneurs. Today, we'll uncover how this economic giant ticks and why it matters to you. In the bustling borough of Brooklyn, a small tech startup takes its first tentative steps. Their innovative idea, an app that connects local artisans with global markets, aiming to showcase Brooklyn's creative spirit to the world. But as they set out, the challenges loom large. With limited funds and a team of just 3, this fledgling company faces a daunting landscape. New York City's $1.9 trillion economy dwarfs their ambitions, a vast ocean where multinational corporations rule the waves. The contrast is stark, their shoestring budget versus the billions flowing through Wall Street daily. Yet, this David versus Goliath scenario doesn't deter them. Instead, they make a critical decision. To leverage NYC's unique ecosystem, they tap into the city's collaborative community, seeking advice from seasoned entrepreneurs and attending local tech meetups. The numbers reveal both promise and peril. In New York City, about 50% of startups survive past the 5-year mark, a beacon of hope in the competitive landscape. However, the 20% failure rate in the first year looms as a sobering reminder of the risks ahead. As they navigate this treacherous terrain, a pressing question emerges. How will this small fish not just survive, but thrive in NYC's vast economic ocean? The odds seem stacked against them, with average tech salaries in Brooklyn exceeding $120,000 more and office space costs topping $50 per square foot. Yet, amidst these challenges, a glimmer of hope emerges. The startup scores its first small win, securing a talented local developer who believes in their vision. This early success, while modest, hints at the potential of their approach. But as they celebrate this minor victory, they know the real test is yet to come. The journey ahead promises to be as unpredictable as New York itself. As our startup faces the unpredictable journey ahead, they're about to step into a world where even the pigeons seem to have stock portfolios. In the concrete canyons of Wall Street, how can a small Brooklyn-based company hope to compete for investors' attention against global titans? The startup's quest for funding leads them to the heart of global finance. New York City, home to the NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange, plays a pivotal role in linking investors with companies seeking capital. This financial ecosystem is a double-edged sword for our small team. On one hand, they're at the epicenter of financial opportunity. On the other, they're minnows in an ocean of multinational sharks. The city's venture capital scene is booming, with NYC becoming a formidable competitor to traditional tech hubs like Silicon Valley and Seattle. This surge in funding reflects a growing interest in tech startups, but it also intensifies competition. Our Brooklyn entrepreneurs find themselves vying for attention alongside industry giants with deep pockets and established reputations. Despite the challenges, NYC's unique economic landscape offers a glimmer of hope. The city's dense network of suppliers, customers, and competitors creates an environment ripe for innovation. This interconnectedness spawns opportunities for startups to uncover niche markets and develop innovative solutions that can catch an investor's eye. As our startup navigates this financial maze, they begin to uncover the hidden advantages of New York's ecosystem. The question remains, will they secure the funding they need to turn their vision into reality? Their journey through this financial jungle is far from over, but the next hurdle is already on the horizon. The battle for top-tier talent in a city where even the baristas might have PhDs. New York City's talent pool isn't just deep, it's an ocean of expertise. With universities churning out over 100,000 graduates annually, many destined for the tech sector, our startup faces a paradox. How can they tap into this vast reservoir of skill when tech salaries in NYC can soar past $120,000? The answer may surprise you. Our Brooklyn startup now faces a critical challenge, attracting top-tier talent to compete in the big leagues. They're up against global tech giants who offer recent graduates six-figure salary right out of the gate. It's a daunting prospect for a small company with limited resources. NYC's diverse talent pool is fed by prestigious institutions like NYU and Columbia, known for their strong computer science and engineering programs. This constant influx of skilled graduates fuels the city's tech ecosystem. However, it also intensifies competition for the best and brightest. The salary gap between startups and established companies is stark. While tech workers in NYC can command upwards of $120,000 annually, cities like Austin and Seattle offer around $100,000 for similar roles. This differential makes it even harder for small companies to attract talent based on salary alone. But in New York's unique economic landscape, creativity often trumps cash. Startups leverage their agility and innovation to appeal to job seekers. They offer flexible work arrangements, equity in the company, and the chance to make a significant impact. Perks that can be more enticing than a hefty paycheck for many ambitious professionals. As our startup navigates this talent tug-of-war, they're learning to harness NYC's diversity as a strength. By bringing together a wide range of perspectives, they're fostering an environment of innovation that rivals even the biggest tech companies. The battle for talent may be fierce, but it's pushing them to think outside the box, setting the stage for their next challenge. Winning over customers in the world's most competitive market. Talent acquired, our startup now faces the ultimate test, scaling in the Big Apple. But here's a startling fact. Despite its cutthroat reputation, NYC has maintained a 4% growth rate over the last decade. What's fueling this sustained success? And can our fledgling company tap into it? As our Brooklyn startup begins to gain traction, they encounter a new set of challenges. Their innovative app connecting local artisans to global markets is attracting attention, but with success comes the need for rapid expansion. In a city where office space can cost upwards of $50 per square foot and operational expenses are sky high, balancing growth with financial stability becomes a delicate dance. New York City's economic landscape is both a blessing and a curse for scaling businesses. The city's vast market and diverse industries offer countless opportunities, but the high costs of expansion and complex regulatory environment can be daunting. Many small businesses in NYC struggle to scale, with a significant number remaining small or failing within their first few years. Yet success stories like Etsy and Warby Parker prove it's possible to grow from humble beginnings to industry leaders. While navigating NYC's unique economic ecosystem, these companies leverage the city's resources, talent pool, and innovative spirit to overcome the challenges of scaling. As our startup strives to join the ranks of NYC's success stories, they're learning to adapt and innovate. They're exploring creative solutions like shared workspaces and remote teams to manage costs while tapping into the city's diverse talent pool. But the question remains, will their resourcefulness be enough to overcome the odds and contribute to NYC's impressive growth rate? Our Brooklyn startup's journey mirrors New York City's economic narrative, a tale of relentless innovation in the face of fierce competition. From securing talent to navigating the financial landscape, their story reflects the challenges and opportunities that define NYC's $1.9 trillion powerhouse. Despite the hurdles of high costs and global rivals, New York's economy continues to thrive, fostering an environment where small businesses can grow alongside industry giants. The city's investment in infrastructure and support for startups demonstrates its commitment to maintaining its economic edge. As we look to the future, New York City stands at a crossroads. With a growing emphasis on technology and innovation, the city is poised to evolve, facing both opportunities and threats in an increasingly globalized world. The resilience and adaptability that have long characterized New York's economy will be crucial as it charts its course in the coming decades.